Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. So I've been looking at the videos and the interviews from Fred from Barbershop Conversation. Shout out to Fred about this Jermell Charlo versus Austin Trout fight coming up next month, almost exactly a month from now, June the 9th. I'm definitely looking forward to this fight. The Charlo twins and even Austin Trout, definitely three of my favorite fighters. Don't forget about my favorite number one guy, Earl Smith Jr. But I'm really looking forward to this fight. I feel like, to me, this is very interesting because Austin Trout, to me, he's a warrior. He constantly gets in the ring. He faces tough competition after tough competition. He will be, to my understanding, the first fighter that has ever fought both of the Charlo twins. And I'm definitely looking forward to this fight going down. I need to find out who's on the undercard. I noticed lately these 154-pound cards have been the undercards have definitely been stacked, been very entertaining. So I gotta check that out. But I was just listening to the interviews. Austin Trout been trained by Barry Hunter, and just Barry Hunter, a real nice, classy guy. I like the fact that he got the Charlo twins the much due respect. I really appreciate that. Even during the interview when they were talking to Austin Trout and Barry Hunter, they brought up the whole Canelo situation. Trout, he said that he believed that Canelo was on something back when they fought. He felt like nobody after the age of 24, I believe, grows that much. When it comes to that point, I can't agree with that, because I know when I was 24 to now I'm 28 years old, I definitely put on probably about 15 pounds, it may be more of muscle easily. Well, not easily, but in the last 4 years I put on a good amount, and I can't really agree with that one too much. And I know I'm clean, I know I ain't never been on nothing, but that aside, I'm just really looking forward to this fight. Now, when it comes to the Charlos, I heard the Charlos interview. They seem like they're ready. Jermell was giving his perspective, having Derek James as his coach, and the pros to that. Jermell Charlo was giving his perspective of Ronnie Shields being his coach. Jermell stated also that their trainers are a perfect fit for them. Obviously, they're twins, but they're still different. And their trainers definitely complement them as individuals. Now, Jermell is on a mission to bring the camps together. That's something that he really wants to do. I can't say Jermell would benefit from Ronnie Shields, because he's already benefited from Ronnie Shields. But I definitely feel like Jermell can benefit from Derek James, and this could be something, you have some type of round robin thing. Hey, I feel like it can be a good mix. But this upcoming fight, man, of course I'm going to pick Jermell Charlo to win. I hope it's a very entertaining fight. It's just, to me, it's awkward, because I really like Austin Trout. And a lot of people try to say that Trout, he doesn't have it anymore. But Trout is facing tough competition. And even with the whole Jared Hurd situation, I feel like a lot of people were underestimating Jared Hurd's ability. I'm definitely not one of those guys. I'm pro Jared Hurd. I feel like he's the goods, and can't wait for the possibility of a unification fight against Jermell and Hurd. And so I can break down, I guess, a premature prediction. It's still a month out from the fight. I definitely feel like I don't know, man. I have a feeling that Jermell Charlo is not gonna knock out. He's not going to stop Austin Trout. I know this is definitely some good experience for Jermell Charlo. I've watched Jermell Charlo's resume, and I compared it to Jared Hurd when it comes to the whole topic of discussion of them unifying. And this would definitely be a booster. Even though Austin Trout is coming off of a loss, he will give Jermell Charlo a lot of in-ring experience that he really needs. you got to think about the stuff that Austin Trout brings to the table. I mean, he fought Jermell Charlo. That's a professional fight that Jermell would never experience in his career. He already fought Jarrett Hurd. He's fought Canelo. He's beat Cotto. And Austin Trout has been in the ring with some bangers. He's been in the ring with some top-notch 154-pounders. Me, I've always wondered, and I made a video about this in the past, how would Austin Trout do if he was able to make 147 pounds? I just feel like the guys at 154, they're too big for him. But some people will call it weight bullies, but I have a whole different perspective when it comes to the topic of weight bullies. In this fight, I feel like Austin Trout is going to, I'm not going to say expose Jermell Charlo. Like I said, I feel like Jermell Charlo is going to win. I feel like Jermell Charlo is going to get a knockdown. But I think he's going to make it a tough fight for Jermell. But this tough fight is going to make Jermell Charlo a better fighter. This tough fight that Jermell Charlo is going to have with Austin Trout is going to make Jermell Charlo more dangerous against Hurd. I say that because after Jermell Charlo has a tough fight with Austin Trout, his respect level for Hurd is going to grow. It's definitely going to increase. It's going to increase because Hurd was able to stop Austin Trout, and I believe that it's going to go to the scorecards and Jermell Charlo is going to win, but it's going to put Jermell Charlo in a frame of mind like, damn, I just won 12 rounds with this guy. You know, Hurd, he was able to stop him. I got to work on this. I got to work on that. I got to go harder in the gym. I got to do some extra rounds for Spence. I got to get back to sparring with my brother. I got to get prepared. It's going to put him in a frame of mind where if you thought Jermell Charlo was focused before, I feel like he's going to be 5 to 10 times more focused now. All of this is just going to make out to be a great fight for 154-pound division. And if this fight against Trout and Jermell Charlo is to go to a decision, and what I believe is going to happen actually comes to fruition, it's going to put me in a position where I have no idea who's going to win between Jermell Charlo and Jarrett Hurd. Now, when it comes to the Charlo twins collectively, and I notice how they get a lot of hate, I don't understand how the Charlos, I don't understand how they aren't superstars. To me, honestly, it really doesn't make sense. First thing first, they have a gimmick that goes along with them that no fighter in boxing has. They're twins. It's 2 of them. First of all, they talk shit and they back it up. Like they've had tough fights. They've gone the distance. They have a good backstory. One trains with Earl Spence, the other trains with Laura. They get knockouts. You know, it's crazy to me. They're in 2 different divisions. They've both been champions. One is the WBC champion. One is the number 1 contender to become the WBC champion at middleweight. It just doesn't make sense to me how these guys aren't household names. How aren't they superstars in America? And it really sheds a lot of light on the fact that America has, I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like America doesn't really appreciate the black fighter outside of Floyd Mayweather. Me personally, I don't know what these guys have to do to become household names. It actually bothers me that these guys that they put them on Adrian Broner's undercard. I actually feel like it's disrespectful. I know it's about selling tickets. I get it, but it's like you have to act like a complete idiot. You have to be a clown in order to get the proper notoriety. I just wish boxing get to a place where what you do in the ring is the bread and butter of your popularity, and anything extra that happens outside of the ring, you know, that's just the extra whipped cream or the cherry on top. Guys like Adrian Broner, he definitely shouldn't maintain that amount of popularity that he does, even though that's what sells. I get it. It is what it is. But whatever, I put that aside. When it comes to the Charlos, when it comes to the whole 154-pound division, like this division, makes me the proudest out of any division in boxing. It's well known. The best are actually fighting the best. It's exciting. You get knockouts. It's like you get a little bit of everything. You get humble guys like Austin Trout. You get trash talking, outrageous behavior behind the scenes. You get first round knockouts. You get mid round knockouts. You get boxers with superior boxing ability. You get pressure fighters. Like the 154-pound division gives you everything. To me, I feel like if the 154-pound division wasn't a subdivision, it would be the most popular division in boxing today. I don't know what they got to do to get these guys more notoriety. Maybe in the next few years it will. And I feel like when you had the likes of Errol Spence moving up to that division, because I feel like within the next 2.5 years that will definitely be the case, division will start popping off. But that's just my take on it. I can't wait for this fight. It's basically a month away now, June 9th. I will definitely be tuning in. I will make another breakdown video regarding the fight between Jermell Charlo and Austin Trout. Like I said, I feel like Jermell Charlo was going to go the distance. I don't think he's going to stop Austin Trout, and it's okay. Him not stopping Austin Trout is just going to give him more ring experience. It's going to prepare him even more for a Jerry Hurd fight. And it's just going to be fireworks. It's Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Peace.